Welcome everybody to episode 2 of NBBA First Take.
I'm Brody.
I'm Nabil, and we'll be discussing the recent events in NBBA for you guys. So do you want to start us off?
All right, let's kick it off. So, recently, today actually, it was announced that there'll be a new rename of the Trio League.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinions on that?
I mean, look, from the start, I don't think much people noticed, but it's been called Trio League when it's really been a Duo League, actually, with a sub. So I'm glad we finally got that corrected. It took long enough, to be honest. But the logo's looking really good. It's better than the AI one we previously had. I think it's looking more professional and all of that now, yeah?
Yeah, I think, so firstly, the logo was a needed change because there's like a fire ring. It looks a bit too AI. The ROM right now looks really clean and good. And the name pretty much like, we made the name when it was meant to be a 3v3. And then for some reason it's just stuck around for 4 months. And I think NBBA League is so much better than NBBA Trio League, and I think it should stay like that.
I mean, look, the Duo League currently is one of the largest in the NBBA at the moment, even overtaking the Solo League in terms of the hype right now. So, be calling it just the NBBA League is probably going to it's probably going to put more attention onto just this league compared to some of the other ones we have, which are not as popular.
Yes, obviously, if you look at like all the leagues together, the Solo League is the most viewed one. But if we're talking about recently, it's probably been the Trio League because it has more players in it.
Duo League.
Oh, no, it's not even called Duo League. The
League.
The NBBA League.
The NBBA League.
I get changed today.
We'll call it Duo League for now because that's just the proper.
It's called NBBA League, but anyway, the Solo League does mean more to most people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it has a lot of history. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it just means more, but definitely the Trio League. The NBBA League means a lot in recent because there's a lot of people when you're going.
Yeah, a lot of involvement, a lot of people dedicating time to it, so definitely gonna be more viewers and all that.
So I'm going to talk about something else here. There was recently a poll taken for like, it was a bunch of stuff. It was the best defensive team, most overrated, most underrated. Have you had any time to look at that or?
Nah, I haven't.
Yeah, so the most overrated player was voted Hayden. This is mainly because supposedly he voted for himself.
Right.
Yeah, which I don't understand why. Second was Lockie, which there's been a lot of talk about him.
Yeah,
we will talk to him later in the episode about that. And most underrated player, I'm pretty sure, was voted Jed. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know where these votes came from. There was a problem with the voting, you see.
Yeah, for sure.
Half the people said me, even though I said to not vote for yourself, and half the people just put a team when it said player.
Yeah.
So yeah,
obviously it's not going to be as accurate.
I think the people who did most of the people that did the quiz are like a bit on the spectrum, but it's fine.
I can imagine.
Let's get into Cooper's debut. You have any words about that?
We're not going to talk about how Hayden was voted most overrated player.
Well, I mean, I didn't vote for him, so I don't know who voted for him.
I mean, look, just to put it out there, Hayden is not overrated at all. He's quite a good player, especially in the Solo League. So, he's just hasn't had a good couple games, and he's definitely gonna get back on track at some point. He's there's been talks about how he's been struggling with his current team members. So, I've heard Lockie. He's played better with Lockie, so we'll probably see how he goes next game when Lockie's there.
Alright, yep. Now we can move on to the Chickens and Cooper. How would you rate his debut?
His debut, it was lovely, honestly. I think that compared to his previous games, he was more versatile on the court. So he was shooting from all around the court. He wasn't shooting more outer threes and all of that, but he was getting, from the free throw line and all of that, being able to get around the defenders. So it was quite good. What did you think?
Yeah, something we saw with the Chickens game was Cooper was making a lot of mid-ranges, which for the Roosters you didn't really see that happen. He was still shooting around the 50% mark, which is what he usually does. I thought he was playing the same in pretty much every aspect. He got like the same amount of steals, rebounds, everything. I just think he might have added the mid-range to his game. I don't know if he's been practicing or not, but he was shooting pretty well from the mid-range.
I mean, look, the predictions were he was going to play like textbook average, like compared to his previous game. So he has done that, and he's also added a new skill to his to the games now. So yeah, how did you think he played with Hunter? I mean, it was a new.
I think it impacted Hunter's game a lot. I think Hunter shot less shots. He definitely shot less shots, but I think Hunter having the extra star on the court really helped him get like assists and really helped the Chickens.
Be able to win that.
So, what do you reckon? Ranking on Chickens debuts, where would you rank Cooper's?
Cooper's, I think. I mean, obviously there are players like Hunter who've had very impressive debuts, but Cooper's is up there, most definitely, because not only is he a really good support player, he can work alongside players like Hunter, but he's also good on his own as well. And with players like Rylan as support for him, he can lead it, be able to get points and all of that. So I think that was pretty good from him.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of talks about Roland not being a fit in the Chickens right now, as Hunter was saying he'd rather be on the court with you than Roland, because apparently Roland takes too much shots and stuff like that. What do you think of that?
Look, Rylan as a player, he hasn't necessarily taken the Chickens too seriously, in terms of how he's putting himself forward, and I think that's affecting how he's playing. He's not taking it seriously. He's not, he's just shooting it when he think he can get it in, instead of how like there's open players like Hunter being able to guarantee those shots. So yeah, he's just not taking it seriously, and I think he needs to switch up his act maybe, or else he might face getting transferred over in the coming season.
Do you think the Chickens' total play style changed to what you usually used to in the Chickens when Cooper came along?
Yeah, I think the play style's changed completely. I mean, we're much less reliant on Hunter now, for sure. Players like Cooper are really good in the mid-range, and they're able to get the rebounds, get the layups and all of that, and Hunter's able to stay in the back and be able to get threes. That's hopefully how we're going to keep it, but it's going to change over time, depending on our opposition.
Yeah, we did see an example in the game when Hunter went down with a finger injury. Cooper was able to step up and help the team continue to take the lead and get them over the line.
Yeah.
Who's the most? Do you reckon the Chickens are the most scared team in the league right now?
I don't believe so. I think that Chickens are obviously at the top right now, so they have no reason to be scared. They have got one of the best lineups currently in the league. But I think that anything can happen, and there can always be an upset for sure. So, the Chickens shouldn't get their hopes up too high for sure. But what it's looking like right now, it's going to be a pretty dominant season for the Chickens.
Yeah, obviously we've never seen how playoffs work in the NBBA league right now since the first season.
Yeah.
But do you think players, their stats and stuff will change a lot in the playoffs due to pressure and all that?
Yeah, it's just going to be a completely different atmosphere compared to regular games. It's going to be taken much more seriously. There's going to be more on the line as well, and I think every player will take it much more seriously, so they'll play it much more safer. And hopefully be more coordinated. So it's going to be much more different, yeah, for sure.
So when the trade was made for Cooper, was it about the Chickens getting better, or do you reckon the other team was just losing a star to help with the salary?
I do think that it was the other team losing a star. We did have Seth for a short period of time, so we had Seth. We had actually one of the most players in the team at some point, so I believe it was like Rylan, Fergus, Seth, Hunter, so that's 4 players. We did get rid of Seth in exchange for Cooper. We gave away some picks and all of that. I think that, what was it, the Roosters? The Roosters lost a star player there, for sure. But it was for the balance, it was for the fairness of the game.
Yeah, so pretty much as players, like their contracts expire later on in the NBBA, do you think that could be a smart move for the Roosters down the line, getting 2 first-round picks for Season 2?
Well, look, we already have players like, again, Cooper and Hunter. We have them guaranteed for 2 seasons at the moment, so we're not too worried about the second season picks. It's not top class players being put in the draft right now, so it's only going to be players like Rylan. What else?
In the draft?
Lockie?
No, it was just Lachlan, Tyson, and Jake.
Okay.
Not in the draft. They're going straight to the Vipers because of the
Vipers, yeah, because of the new team.
extension.
Yeah. I mean, look, the Vipers are hopefully going to be interesting.
Yeah, the Vipers are going to need. It's going to be a lengthy start to get them up and running.
Yeah.
Do the draft picks and stuff. They'll obviously have the first pick in the Season 2 draft. which could probably land him Jed. I think he's in that draft.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper definitely.
Cooper could land to the Vipers. So the teams are going to change a lot over the next couple of seasons, and the Chickens could be in a bit of trouble next season with their salaries.
Yeah, for sure.
Since they could have almost 2 Supermax players, and they might have to. They're going to have to get rid of probably Roland. That's probably going to be on the table, and they might have to go into a bit of debt for a season if they want to try another championship.
I mean, look, based on the current wins of the Chickens, they are getting out of debt, so they're almost out. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty interesting next season for the Chickens. For sure.
Yeah, so the Chickens need to have a win now mentality for the next 2 seasons. Otherwise, they're gonna be in 2 seasons and then be 5 mil in debt for season 3, and have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
So if they can get at least 1 championship before season 2, I think they should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably regain one of their star players, I think.
Yeah.
Or it might be a rebuild. Don't know what will happen in the future, but it's just what we're talking about.
It could be interesting. Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take the Chickens to build up chemistry with the new lineup, or do you think it's already built up?
I think it's on the way. I think the first game was sort of the initial introductory stage for players like Cooper and Hunter, but I think as we go on, probably like two more games, they're probably going to get into their flow, and yeah, it's going to be much more smooth gameplay. It's not going to be as like mistakes being made and all of that compared to it. Yeah.
All right, let's hop into the second segment here. We're going to talk about Hayden's recent shooting slump.
Yeah, I mean, look, is Hayden's current slump a result of like the team playing harder, or do you think that it was just in his own head?
I think this game was a fluke because I don't think most of his shots were wide open threes, and I think he just had poor shot selection, and it was just a bad game. I don't think he's going to stick around for too long.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to stay like that forever. I think some people are just seeing this and just basically just straight up assuming that he's just a bad player, but Hayden has had a very solid record for years now, and I don't think one game is going to change all of that.
Yeah, so do you reckon Hayden needs to change his shot selection to get back into the MVP conversation?
I think the way he's playing right now is good. I think that it's just like circumstances which are affecting his gameplay at the moment. But the way he plays is great. I think that there are some issues with potentially chemistry and the way his teammates are playing, which is affecting him, and also just outside, conditions like the weather and all of that can literally affect his gameplay as well.
Yes, I don't know if we can get up a clip right now, but analyzing the footage after the game, you can see multiple instances where Hayden will have the ball driving forward and decide to just go back out to the 3-point line and shoot a three. That is a bad shot selection, and he'll probably usually make most of them, but it was just a bad game.
Yeah, for sure. If Hayden doesn't turn it around next game, what do you think? What do you think the team's gonna have to do?
If he has another bad shooting night like that, Hayden might want to consider himself starting off the bench if they have a full team.
Yeah.
Just to get the game flowing already, and then he can come in and probably verse someone else on the bench, so he can get an easy matchup to get going again.
Yeah, I mean, look, how do you think that the Jed and Lockie combo would work out in a match?
I don't think it'll turn out well. I think they're too small, and I think a team like the Roosters with 2 bigger players, and even the Chickens with Cooper and Hunter would do well against them with scoring. I think they can score fine. I just don't think they can defend well.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that that's an option potentially, like in a match? Do you think that if worst comes to worst, Lockie and Jed are put on, do you think they'll be able to keep up with teams like the Roosters and the Chickens?
Well, I think it's going to happen eventually. Like, they're going to be in the playoffs, and there's going to be a situation where Hayden can't play a full game every game, so they're going to have to learn to play together, and yeah, pretty much that's it.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next segment.
We're talking about the solo Div 1 is currently the playoffs right now, so the series is Kangaroos 2 and Foxes 2. Some things to talk about that in that series is the recent, like, every game in this series pretty much, the team that's lost, like last game, the Foxes 20 odd in the first quarter, and it just flips around, and the team that was losing by 20 usually wins the game. Same thing happened in game 3. Kangaroos up by a lot, and they sold the lead. I think the Foxes should be winning 3-1 right now, since they kind of like let it go a bit yesterday. But that usually happens a lot in solo div.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that the Kangaroos Foxes was like one of the best the playoff battles we've seen in the NBBA currently?
Definitely in Div 2 last year in the finals. That was one of the most viewed. That was the most viewed series of all time.
Mm.
We've got Game 7 having 80 concurrent viewers. And yeah, I think because it was one of the best moments of all time with the game winner for the finals. And yeah, that is a good rivalry. Foxes did get their name in the NBBA league. The Kangaroos didn't because the Roosters obviously. But yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next segment now. There's a short discussion about the solo. We're gonna talk about rivalries in the NBBA. Now, what do you think's going on right now in
Yeah.
the entirety of the league right now?
So we'll talk about the NBBA league right now.
Yeah.
There is a big rivalry happening between obviously Lockie and Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much the teams. I don't think the teams are much of a rivalry. I think it's just those two. It'll be very interesting to see what happens when they play.
Do you think it's like personal? Like, do you think there's like it's outside of the court as well, this beef, or do you think it's just part of the game?
I think it does get to a personal level a tiny bit, but I don't think as much. I think it's mainly on the court.
Do you think that the team should be doing something about this rivalry? Do you think, because obviously this is not a rivalry between teams. The Chickens and the Foxes are on pretty good terms actually at the moment. So, do you think that because it is getting quite out of hand as in some points? So, what do you think about that?
I think it's good for the league. It's good for the teams because it's going to fire up their players to play better when they're versing each other and to perform. Especially since these two have been going at it the last week, especially Hunter on this, and we'll speak to Lockie later about it. But yeah, now we're gonna talk about some solo NBBA rivalries. First one, Chickens and Airballers back in 22. There was an incident out here. I don't know if we can get the clip up, but
don't get the clip up.
the Chickens were pushed into the bush. Supposedly, they're still not happy about what happened with after that, with the NBBA only giving Seth a technical foul. They believe it was more than that. Where do you
Well, look, Brody. I mean, it's quite obvious to a lot of people out in the community right now that clearly this was an intentional action, which was designed to harm the Chickens player. It's nothing less than that. It was premeditated to cause him to lose that game. He did turn around though, gladly. But the beef is genuine, and it's always been genuine because the fact that someone has to resort to actually hurting someone to win an NBBA game is just outrageous, and it should never happen again.
Yeah. Next rivalry we have is Ducks vs Boost Brothers. You might not know much about this, but there was actually a fight in Season 1, which is 2019, where both teams were suspended for the whole season. Don't really have much memory of that, but
I'm sure we can get a clip of that.
The premise so it was very heated for about 4 years, and after that it just turned into great game after great game. Like Ducks would have 75.5, which is an NBBA record. The Boost Brothers came back and won. Every game will be over 110 points, and it would just be close every game, until eventually the Boost Brothers blew a bubble and got suspended and retired.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about the Boost Brothers retiring? Do you think that?
Well, it was a year ago. They got suspended and then disappeared. So
there's a lot of mystery behind.
Don't know where the Boost Brothers are at right now, but it's probably for the better they're not here.
Yeah, I mean, the speculation whether their star player is currently in prison right now, but we won't get into that at the moment.
Yeah. Let's go to the next rivalry. We have Roosters vs Cats. This is pretty much the first and second all-time solo teams. They face each other once in the finals, about 3 times in the playoffs. It's just an old rivalry, pretty much. There's not much to say about it. It's not hated.
Yeah, it's just two good teams being put up against each other consistently, so it only naturally becomes a rivalry.
Okay, I think now we have the most hated rivalry in the list. Bakery vs Kings is one of the most, if not the worst rivalry out of all these.
It gets to a point.
Yeah, this was bad. I think it started with Bakery coming back down 9 with 30 seconds left. The Kings then resorted to doing a WWE move. We'll get the clip up on the podcast.
Sure we can, yeah.
But yeah, WWE move, and then proceeded to throw the ball and stuff, which got him suspension. Which then I'm pretty sure this is my side of the story. The whole league said it was Bakery's fault for cheating. There was cheating accusations for about 5 months. back and forth, and then when they came back to verse each other again, there was another fight and more texts. I'm pretty sure Baker won by like 30 or something. It wasn't close.
Yeah.
But and then it also continued into the Duo Cup, which is separate to the league.
Yeah.
Where Bakery won the first game against Kings, and there's a lot of trash talk. And in the second game, the Kings won, and there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of talking, a couple technical fouls, and yeah, that's probably the most heated rivalry. And it's probably still going.
I mean, okay. Here's a fun question: What team do you think has the most annoying fans?
The most annoying team.
The most annoying teams, fans, whatever.
Well, if you're talking about in solo, the worst team of all time is the Boost Brothers.
I don't think we can argue.
That's not. There's nothing to debate about that. But I think speaking to people outside the Foxes, I think when people say the most hated team is the Foxes. Not that's in the league. That's just asking around. People don't like the Foxes.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the team itself. It's just specific players.
Yeah, it's just the way they go about it and they act, and
I mean, look, just play the game. You know?
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to talk about the trophy design.
Ooh, this is an interesting one.
You've seen it. What's your opinions on it?
It looks great. I think that it's a really big step up from the previous solo season trophies where it's just reused. Having a proper trophy just gives players something to look forward to at the end of the playoffs. It's really cool, and I think it's a really good step up from what we previously had.
Yeah, so obviously players will get a medal eventually, like when the next season starts, like they've done in the NBA, and the trophy will be given to the captain to keep until they lose it, pretty much. So if you keep winning it, you keep keeping it, and that's pretty much it. It does look pretty nice. Do you reckon the MVP trophy should be named after a very dominant team in like the NBA solo?
So I don't think it should be named. I think that obviously after the first season, one season can't decide who's going to be the best. So I think that there needs to be time for this to develop over time. It could be a player, even like throughout the teams, regardless of their transfers and all of that. The most dominant player could get potentially a trophy named after them. But it really depends, Yeah,
but I think if the Roosters weren't a team name in the league,
it would definitely
be named after the Roosters because they're the most
one of the most dominant teams.
They are the most dominant team of all time.
Yeah.
But since that team is a name in the league, it can't really happen.
It can't happen.
Yeah. Who do you reckon deserves the championship trophy, even if their team doesn't lose? So, who do you reckon will leave it all out in the court, even if they lose?
Look, I don't know about this season. I think that it's been pretty even so far, but I think next season, look, it's not going to look good for the Vipers, and I think that just them showing up, they deserve a trophy because it's not looking good for them next season because they just haven't been dealt the right cards and they're a season late basically. So it's only fair that a team like them should get a trophy just for coming around and being good sport.
Let's do a little prediction here. Who do you think will be the top scorer on the Vipers next season?
I think that it would probably be between Ryland and Jake. I don't think Tyson is a very good scorer, and that's completely fine. He's more of a defensive player anyways. But yeah, we'd probably be between those two.
I think Jake being on a team like the Vipers by himself will pretty much with no other like top
Support.
6 player can really help him excel his game and get him better. So maybe even in the future he can lead his team if he gets good enough. But yeah, I think it'll help him a lot, and it'll only take a couple seasons and they'll get good again, I think. But yeah, it's going to be a tough process. It always is with the rebuilding.
Yeah. I mean, look, good on the Vipers for, becoming a team, because it's always good to branch out, sort of. And, there's always going to be new players coming into the league every time, so it's just going to make the league better for everyone, for sure.
I'd like to welcome Lockie to the podcast. Welcome, Lockie.
Hello, guys. I'm happy to be here. This isn't the second trial we've had. But anyway, yeah. Look, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I really do.
So how are you feeling lately in NBA? What's happening?
Look, I'm happy with my team. My teammates are really good. I love everything about my team. The Foxes, they're just great. But there's other people talking smack that don't need to be. Their ego needs to be dropped, like, badly. Right?
Lockie, we got
Yeah.
we got a question for you. So why weren't you here the last match between the Foxes and the Chickens?
Okay, so it's something called employment, and when you get put on for a shift, you can't really take it off. So that's why. And employment's it's an important part of my life, so I can't leave it.
Yeah, well,
And
Like not coming to games, it really questions the loyalty of a team. So it's really important to like ask the question. Your captain's asking the question like, are my players loyal to my team? And
oh wait,
that's
hang on,
floating up in the
Nabil,
air right now.
Nabil, how many points are you averaging?
I'm
on,
not
let me
Nabil. I'm the podcast host.
Podcast host. How many points are you averaging?
I'm a podcast host.
Okay, that's what I thought.
now,
Anyway, next question.
yeah, so there's a lot of messages
I'm a
going on
podcast host.
on the Snapchat. So what's the reason for those messages? Do you got an actual reason? Or
Can you replay them? I can't remember what it was.
the messages?
Yeah, what I.
Well, you sent a couple of messages to the YouTube too. So some comments about like you catching strays and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it was in the last podcast, right? You two podcasters right there, man. Every second, I skipped a bit. I skipped say 30 seconds. No one cares about your triple double, averaging triple double. No one cares about the Nuggets. No one cares about this and that. I'm only hated because I'm the best player in the fucking league, and we know it. We all know it. I'm pointing at you on the screen right now. We know it.
Yeah. So do you believe you're the MVP?
I do believe.
You do. Okay. Well.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I'm the MVP of this league. I don't see any other motherfucker averaging what I'm averaging. Like you don't just look at the stats. You look at my overall gameplay. Run through my games. Look how smooth I'm playing. Me and Hayden, a duo, is impeccable. No one's better than us. It's just, bro. What can you say? What can you say that's bad about us?
Okay. So you were ranked the second most overrated player in the league. How do you feel about that today?
Like I've said, they hate on me because I'm the best. It's simple as that. I'm literally prime Russell Westbrook, bro. They hate on me because I'm the best. Every time. That's what I'm gonna reply with. Every single time.
All right. Let's move on from the controversial topic. How do you think the Foxes are going so far this season?
I'd say, seeming we haven't had a full team ever, we're doing impeccable. Look, last game, there were a couple flaws here and there. Easy fix. With our full team, not a single team is beating us ever. But, like, we're going to beat, if we have a full team, we're beating every single team by 20 points or more. Swear to God, swear down.
Okay. Do you have anything you have a problem with the team at all?
No, not at all. Not at all. I love when we're... Sorry, Mozzie, bro. Holy shit. No, there's nothing wrong with our team. If we work together, I can see we play well together. Last game was a bit of an off game. It happens. It's fine. Yeah, I feel like I just love this team, and I always support this team. And even if I do get, maybe one day in the far, far, far future, I somehow happen to leave this club, I'll still love it with my whole heart.
So yeah, there's been a lot of words between you and Hunter on the chat and through the podcast. Do you have anything to say from here?
Pardon?
Do you have anything to say to Hunter here? Because he's been talking a lot on the podcast, and do you have anything to say?
So I was in actually PE watching some of the clips from last game. Hunter hit the side of the backboard, I think, twice. Airball, mate. I couldn't even count how many times. If I'm guarding him, he's getting 10 points max. I swear to God, 10 points max. I will lock this guy up like I'm prime. I'm prime everyone. Come on now. He's nothing. He's nothing. He thinks he's all that. His midi fades are shit. His layups are shit. His little one hand like shoot throughs. That's the easiest guardable shit. He's the easiest guy to guard in the league. Swear to God.
Well, I mean, look, Hunter. Not Hunter.
Oh no.
Well, look, Lockie. You're saying all of this, right? But when we look at the stats we've got up here, they're not saying that otherwise. Like, what do you think about that? Do you think that it's something that, can't be recorded, this type of skill?
Repeat that question. That was a shit question. Repeat that, please.
Like, the stats aren't showing it.
The stats aren't showing it. And wait, who's talking?
No,
Wait,
we're talking about
again?
you, mate.
Between you and
Okay.
Hunter, the stats
This
aren't
is you.
showing
This
that.
is you and Hunter.
I mean, actually, podcast. Fuck all that shit, bro. I'm averaging a triple double, and you saying the stats aren't showing. Think
Yeah.
again, bro. Like,
We're talking about the MVP debate because
The-
you put yourself in that MVP debate, and
Yeah.
it's not showing that you should be up there.
so a triple double doesn't mean I should be the MVP. Is that what you're saying?
You're averaging 27 points per game though. That's the problem.
Bro, okay. Who? When Hunter scored 70 something or whatever, who was guarding him?
70. That was Jed.
Okay, well, Jed's defense. Look. Anyway, yeah, triple double. What, bro? That's all I have to say. Every time you say, should you be this, should you be that? Like that's all I have to say. I'm averaging a triple double. No one else is. That's what you should think about. Like, come on now.
Okay. Do you have anything that you think you need to improve on in the NBBA?
Myself personally, my 3-point percentage needs to be boosted. That's a big thing. Like, I'm being honest. Like, my 3-point percentage needs to boost. But look, it's alright. I'm getting the whole team involved. I'm getting my shots up. I'm getting the layups up. I'm getting the boards. Plenty of rebounds. What else do you want, bro? What else do you want from me? Like,
So,
and my own team know that's what I'm good at.
So Bud,
Huh?
the last game you didn't shoot too well from three. Was the conditions a factor of that, or?
Oh, by a mile. That is all the. I'm being so real. Hayden shot well in the worst conditions because he's him, bro. Like, that guy is. Holy shit, he's good. He was draining threes in the worst condition possible. I could not shoot a three because it was like 40k winds, 50k gusts. But like, couldn't shoot either two, ready? So you know.
What's your opinion on Hayden's last game? Like, what happened and what's been said in the
Everyone
Fox's
has
group chat?
I've spoken about it. If I was on that court with him, it would be a different story. I'm telling you right now, it would have been a completely different story. Hayden needs people to give him assist. And when they're there, he greens them. And look, it's alright. He was using a different ball. All that. There's so many factors that come into shooting, and it just wasn't his night, and that's okay.
So we asked Hunter the same question, and who do you think is the biggest stat padder?
Stat padder. Well, I haven't really had a good look at stats, but low-key, I'm thinking Hunter because I'm thinking this. Have you seen how many shots this guy puts up in a game?
Yeah, he puts up a lot of shots, but it's because his teammates can't shoot as well though.
But the amount of times I've been watching through games, his teammates have been open. He takes a stupid shot, of course, bricks it. Like, what? And yeah, he shoots stupid shots, too many shots. He would have. I'm telling you right now, if Hunter swung the rock, he would have beaten Foxes by 20, 30. I'm being so real. He needs to move the ball around.
Yeah. So Hunter has got 70, 100, and 110 while playing with no bench. And when he's playing with a bench, he's got, I think, 48 and 34. Do you think that's a big factor in playing? Do you reckon he'll average less now because he's got a full bench?
Shooting less shots. He's shooting less shots that he doesn't need to be taking. Like, that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
And what do you think the reasoning is behind that? Do you think there's any issue with him?
Well, as I said, I watched the last game. His form's looking off. Me and Jeb were watching, right? What is the jump shot that he's taking? I don't know. Something's new about it. He's not getting that depth, that low in the knees to get power. He's shooting these awkward shots that he should not be taking, and we all know it, bro. We all know it. Come on now.
Final question, Bud. How do you think the chemistry is on the Foxes right now?
It's a team that will never be broken. The chemistry in the team is just impeccable. Me and Hayden, perfect. Jed just slides right into that team. He fits perfectly. He is the perfect fit. Big fella was good, love big fella. But Jed he fits perfectly into that range. Like, he shoots middies, he can make them. The layups are there. The athleticism, which makes him absolutely just stunning at the game. And like I said, me and Hayden's duo. No one can beat that shit. Don't even lie.
Yeah. So thanks for Thanks for having us. Do you have anything you want to say before we end, or?
Well, no, thanks for having me. Yeah, and yeah, Hunter, next game, bro, you better fucking watch out, alright? I will lock you up, and I'm draining Kimmy 50 points on your fucking ass. Swear to God, on everyone's fucking soul, I'm draining 50 points on Hunter Ferguson the next time we verse him.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, everyone have a good night, yeah?
Yeah, see you, Bob.
All right, we just wanted to welcome in Tyson from the Roosters. A warm welcome to him.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Tyson, how are you feeling right now? What's going on?
I'm feeling great.
Right. Oh, you still talking? Okay.
Yeah, how's the season going for you right now?
Oh shit, not that great
Right.
for me personally, but
Yeah. So you started the season on the Foxes, and now you're in the Roosters. How differently do the teams play that you've noticed?
pretty much the same. I don't really pay attention with the players. No, I just do myself, mate.
Well, noticeably there has been a drop in your performance between the Foxes and the Roosters. You got any explanation why that could be happening?
Haven't really been training that much. And I'm pretty bad right now. In the Foxes, I was pretty good.
Yep.
But I'm not playing that great. I'm not playing that great right now.
Yeah. So you are averaging on the Roosters right now. You're averaging 1 point per game and shooting 2% from the field. Do you reckon you could turn this around the second half of the season?
I hope so. I hope so, bud. I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really do any worse than that. So.
Yeah, I mean, look, are you like practicing or are you doing anything, or is it just like you're rocking up to the games and just expecting for the best?
Yeah, just rocking up for the games and then accepting the best, man.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? So you obviously Jake's in the team. How do you feel with his latest performance, the 50-point game?
Mate, that was luck, man. He just kept shooting, man. It was going in, man. Like, but that aim assist right there, bro.
I mean, you're not sounding very supportive of your teammate right now. Is there any sort of like underlying reason why that's the case?
He's, I don't even know, bro. He's like not even that great, man. But no, but that game was pretty good, bro, from him. That was his first 50-pointer, in his career, and highest score ever.
Yeah, so obviously you haven't played a game with the Roosters with Ben in the team yet. How do you think he'll affect your game? Do you think you'll play better with him in the court or worse?
I'll play better.
Right.
Well, he hasn't played a game yet, has he? I don't know.
Not with you in the court, he hasn't.
Fair enough.
Is there anyone you would prefer to play with, or you've had a better, game with at all?
No.
How do you feel about certain rumours going around that you'll be joining the Vipers next season?
Man, I'm not joining the Vipers, man. If bloody I join the Vipers, man, I'm gonna bloody hold him hostage, man.
So so the team is looking like right now it might be you, Jake, and Roland. Do you guys think you win any games next season? If that's the case?
Oh hell nah. Bro, we're gonna get smashed by 100 points, man. Every game. But hell no.
Oh, why do you sound so optimistic? Do you not have faith in your team's ability or your future team's ability?
Look at the team, mate. Hell no. Nah, but should be right. Fuck me.
So are you gonna show up next game, or do you reckon you might?
Yeah,
or
when's the next game?
Oh, we don't know yet, but like, how do you think you can like have a good game next game? Finally get off the shooting the 2%.
Yeah, I promise you, mate. I'll have a good game, mate. I promise you that, mate.
Yeah,
I'll get over 10 points and play better.
Yeah, we were speaking to Lockie before this, and he was saying how he should be MVP. Do you think he should be MVP? Because since you have a 30-point game and he doesn't.
No, he doesn't deserve one, mate.
Is there any reason why, or is it just you just think so?
It's just I'm better, mate.
You're better.
Yeah, I'm better, mate.
So you think you should be winning MVP right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Righto. Big fella, you got anything to say?
Oh, nah.
Tell me he's the second lowest rated in the league.
I'm not there.
We were told by producers you're ranked the second worst in the league behind Fergus.
No, in front.
Oh, no, in front of
But who
Fergus.
is that? Wait, who?
By producers, we were told.
Bro, that dude, I don't even know. Oh my god, man. I've never seen that dude play, and has he left, or I don't know what's
he's
going
left.
on. Yeah, I wonder
So
why.
that makes him the worst then.
Yeah, that makes you the worst then.
No, mate, I'm the best, man. I'm best.
Tyson, you got anything else to say, or we'll head off here?
No, I don't.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, thanks for coming in, Tyson. You know, I hope you have a good night.
Yeah, you too, bud.
Alright, so we got another segment here. We're gonna rank our top 5 and top 5 best and top 5 worst courts we've played. Not played, like courts that you've seen.
Yeah, an official match has been played
Okay, so
at some point.
Here's every court that's been played out in NBA history. We have the original court, NBBA court, the blue court, Belair, Coro Primary School, Carly Street Arena, Fairless, Moota School Court, Moota Oval, Wallaroo, Lamoureux School, Lamoureux Oval, the Inside Mitchell Park, Magpie Men Arena, Trinity Church, Grange, the Cheese Grate Court, Skate Park, and Springbank.
Oh.
Thanks for listening for episode 2. We'll see you at episode 3.
All right. Thank you for watching, guys.